So, I just want to start this video off with one question. Why are anxious avoidants the most emotionally unavailable people to ever be with in the entire world if something goes wrong? Like, I understand if there's hardship that goes on and stuff like that, and, there's not a lot of trust that goes on, especially when it's broken, because I know for a fact that me specifically am not a clean man. I have definitely done my fair share of fuck-ups in life, so I am not gonna act like I'm perfect here. What I'm saying is, it's just real frustrating when you both know that you guys want each other, you both are in contact now, and you're both even talking a little bit, but there's still the constant back and forth of, oh, I gotta post to look good here, or I gotta post to look good here, or maybe I gotta follow an ex-fuck buddy, or even I gotta do anything like that. Like, I'm just struggling right now, folks. I know this is also technically like the third video on this topic. My bad, OGs. I'm gonna get a little better. This is gonna be the last one for a while, I promise. The only reason why I'm doing this is just because recently there have been a lot more life changes in my life to where I'm finally a little bit in that bag, but I'm waiting fucking 5-6 hours for a response normally, or like in real worst case scenarios, a whole fucking day, a whole day. Mind you, my one homie got back with his ex like a week and a half ago as the recording of this video, and I'm still sitting here at fucking 8.5 months, a whole Corey Kenshin break, waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. You want to know why I'm waiting, folks? Here's why I'm waiting. This is what pisses me off. Neither party is perfect, definitely neither one is. I'm definitely the worst out of the party, but neither one's perfect, but we're still trying though, right? Yeah, I had to clear my throat real good for that one. I'm waiting because we're focusing on ourselves, folks. The big old 2025. And you want to know why we're focusing on ourselves? Because we've made people emotionally unavailable. Apparently, because the anxious avoidance comes in and it makes me want to go jump off a fucking bridge. Despite my gripe with how much I definitely hate this fucking style of loving, I can understand that it comes from a lot of trauma and it takes a lot to open back up after hurt and stuff like that. So I'm not going to sit here and judge 100% wholeheartedly, even though 8.5 months waiting for someone is kind of fucking diabolical. But then again, girl's favorite movie is The Notebook, and if you know anything about that movie, it is literally the fucking dumbest movie to ever come out, at least from like a waitings perspective, and we're not even gonna get into that. I can make a whole video on the fucking Notebook. Fuck The Notebook. I want to fucking kick The Notebook. Speaking of The Notebook, the girl in that movie also tries to make the dude who she's running from jealous, just like what I'm going through right now, by like going out on dates with him and yada 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 and woo woo woo, just like how I'm going through right now. Mine recently posted a flick up at the gym with this song, like some hood rap thug song, mind you, that I did not introduce her to. So who the fuck gave her that? Who the fuck is this guy? You get what I'm saying? But it was talking about, oh, even though that she got guys, none of them fucked her. Like, woman, relax. Like, we're talking. Why are you doing that, bro? Like, why are we trying to make each other jealous over the phone when we're trying to talk? And on top of that, she won't talk to me for a whole day. Now, again, people would just say, why not break up with her? Why not just go about your business and leave her alone? She clearly doesn't want you, right? Wrong. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm actually starting to kind of give up hope here. I feel a little bit cooked. See, the thing that people need to understand is that, like, I'll get, like, the hot and cold treatment, which is, like, the most stupid fucking thing I've ever heard. And on top of that, like, once I'll get done being put through the hot and cold treatment, then she'll hit me with the, my bed's lonely. I miss you. I'm sad that you're not here. And then come on me with, like, oh, you talking to bitches. What are you talking about? I'm trying to talk to you and text you and FaceTime you every day. But guess what? you're too busy wanting to be free and a hot girl. And I feel like I'm starting to lose my mind here because like my videos are starting to become more and more unhinged. And like I said, this is the third video on this topic. My fault, OG. I'm definitely going to switch it up after. But like after 8 months, like you want some progress, you know, like even a little bit. And like this is just like going constantly back to step 1 and like negative step 0. Like, hold on. You're telling me as an anxious avoidant, you'd rather block me a whole bunch of times, and then on top of that, you'd want to fucking, you know, follow guys. That would make me mad because you see me follow people who aren't ex-fuck buddies or anything like that, or any situation like that. And then when I crash out because I'm blocked, I have to reach out via email. 150 plus emails, mind you. That doesn't work. So then you get mad at me for not texting a blocked number. And then you make it to where that unknown callers can't do it. So, you know, my little star 67 technique didn't work. So then when my star 67 technique didn't work, I had to use a burner TikTok account. And then my burner TikTok account got blocked and it followed other person, which makes me really, really nervous. Ugh. There's so much more that I can go into, but y'all get the point. Mind you, this was just to finally realize that she unblocked me like halfway through our, you know, little beef, and she was waiting for me to text her. But I was so conditioned to just not text anymore because my messages weren't going to go through. What was the point? Brother, you know what? Let's do this my way. Instead of ghosting, let's talk. In situations that really need recovering, you could go and take a vacation. You guys could catch a movie, play a video game, watch an anime, watch Love Island, which we love Huda around here. Huda is a queen. But you can do any of those things besides going down the blocked route. And although I'm saying these things with ease, I know that is easier said than done, especially if you're the one in the situation that's been hurt. Trust me, I get it. But there's also a point where we gotta just be like, come on now, gang. Let's just suck it up and be good for each other and rock with it. So I think the whole point I'm trying to even get across right now is that if you're in a similar situation like this, which I know a lot of people are because that last video did numbers, which thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. But if anybody is in a situation like this, just know you're not alone. And like I've said before, it's going to be okay. And we going to get through this shit together. Especially with the videos that I got coming out, because I got a whole bunch of sleepers ready for y'all that I'm about to drop on your foreheads coming up in the next couple of weeks. Anyways, this isn't me bashing my old relationship or even bashing the situation that I'm in now. I'm simply just pointing out the flaws to it and letting it be known to people on what's going on. Plus, I do find it kind of funny to edit and do these kind of videos with people that get to relate with me. So if you don't like it, click the fuck off. I appreciate the watch time. Yeah, and make sure you hit a like too.
You do have some kind of plan for the final rounds, don't you?
Yeah, I guess.
You guess? How can you be so nonchalant?
Sometimes I wish I was a cloud, just floating along, going wherever the breeze takes me. That's my style. I'm just not into putting effort into stuff. The only reason I became a ninja was so I could do whatever I wanted. Jeez, who knew it'd be so much work?
There are times where I'll be online and I'll see people in like normal, happy, loving relationships, and then I get like fucking mad because I'm sitting here stuck in the situation that I'm stuck in. But then I also realize, damn, maybe that means I just got flavor, or like maybe that means I have a story I can talk about, which in the grand scheme of things, like making a video shouting out into the void about like what's wrong with my life is probably not super healthy. But anyways, whatever. What really makes me mad about the whole situation is that like I have this friend who really encourages me to go out there and do the whole life, which like, you know what I'm saying? When you're angry and frustrated, that's always like, that's like the fucking symbiote speaking to you. It's like, yeah, come do all this shit and all that. But now, and that shit's kind of lame, bro. It's not even fun for real. I mean, you just go out, It's the same old thing. You run into people, you talk, and then you leave. Or if you're like me, you're sad and literally just fucking depressed the entire time while you're sitting in there like, damn, I wish I could be with my ex such and such or whatever. But nope. But yeah, I fucking digress. Anyways, there was this time we were out at this club called Club Nightlife, and he had got in contact with his ex there, and he would always clown on me for getting back with mine. But we were sitting there, and I was like, yo, homie, is that your ex? And he was like, oh, I mean, that's just my mate. You know, we just messing around. We not doing nothing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. So, you know, we get out there, we start having a little bit of drinks, just chilling. And then his ex, mind you, his ex-girlfriend walks up to us and she starts like grilling him like, oh, you coming back to the house with me? Woo, 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 blah, blah, blah. They feeling up on each other. So I'm just awkwardly standing there like, get cool with that what? Get cool with that what? Yeah, I hope you fucking crash your car because I can't get back with mine. So I hope you can't get back with yours. But anyways, I digress. So they're filling up on each other, and I'm just sitting there, and, you know, they're talking woo woo. She eventually looks at me, and I was like, oh, it's good to see you here. And I'm like, yeah, it's so good to see you here. So they do their thing, and they leave. And we're like, okay, good for you, bro. So we get out there. We keep taking our drinks. Dinking, the fuck? Anyways, we're taking our drinks. Get money. Bad and bougie, whatever. And then Jay's like, oh, there's these girls. And I'm like, hey, bro, that's all you. So I'm sitting there with my homeboy who is there, my other homeboy, and we're sitting there, boom, get money, And he's like talking to this girl who he used to fuck with or whatever. And I guess his ex sees him. And I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy. But I didn't know this at the time. So he come back. I'm like, did you get the bag? He's like, yeah, I got the bag. I'm like, cool, bro. Good for you. His ex comes up while we're dancing in the middle of the fucking, you know, club. And she's like, hey, by the way, you know, you're sitting here talking all this shit while you're sitting here fucking other women and doing all this thing. But then you're sitting here wanting to come back and fuck me. And you were just calling me mommy last night. And I'm like, whoa! Mind you, I'm sitting there dumbfounded as fuck, and my other boys just staring at me like, what are we gonna do? Like, how do we get out of this? So she's just grilling his shit, going off on him. It's embarrassing. There are like 4 or 5 girls that he was talking to that were looking at him, like just staring daggers at him, and we're just sitting there like, God damn, you should have stuck with one and kept it. Mind you, this is his ex, so I'm sitting there angry as fuck like, bro, you over here clowning me for wanting to get back with mine, but here is yours crashing out in the middle of this fucking club. Woo 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 da 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 da. So she goes off and she storms off, and we're like, you good, Jay? And he's like, man, fuck this. We just finna keep on doing and keep on dancing. Woo woo woo. And we're like, okay, cool, fine, whatever. So moral of the story, an hour later, we get done. We're outside the club, and these motherfuckers are having a full-blown argument. Like a whole couple's argument in front of the club. Like in front of it. And I'm like, oh, brother, what the fuck do I do here? So I try to run damage control. I'm sitting there like, hey, da-da-da, he didn't mean it. He was doing it for me. No, he wasn't. I'm just trying to be a good friend, but, you know, fuck me, I guess. But he was doing it for me, blah, 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 blah. She's like, nah, fuck that. Woo, 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 woo. So he's just like, man, fuck it, blah, blah, blah. Like, I only want you, do. You a good woman, da. Let me kiss you. He's hugging on her. Not going for it. So they're going back and forth, beefing, woo. We're like, hey, bro, me and my other homie is finna pull up to this other fucking thing. It was like some fucking, like, after party drink festival at like a food place. It was really fucking good. I ordered me some chicken tenders because it was kind of fire. But anyways, yeah, they're like arguing and beefing and shit. And he's like, all right, no, it's fine, we gonna go with them. And she's like, well, I'm gonna come too, because there's gonna be bitches there. And we're like, no, there's not. It's like a little fucking hangout spot. It was mainly niggas there. But she come along. Mind you, there was only niggas there. And yeah, they wound up talking and making up, and then they were kissing and hugging the entire time there, and I drove them back to my friend's house so they could fucking get back together. So, what's the moral of the story? Men and women are complicated. So if you're in any situations like these, just fucking smoke weed and, I don't know, cry yourself to sleep every night. I don't know what to tell you, gang, all right? That whole story was just me ranting about how my homeboy's gonna get on me for it, but then he went and embarrassed all of us in front of the club himself. So, I mean, I guess just love is rough. Coochie can really, really, really impact someone, especially if it's from coochie from a woman that you're in love with. And if you try to act hard and you want to talk shit and say you don't need a woman, there's going to come a woman that will fuck your whole entire life up. So, yeah. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching my whole rant, to whoever sticked around. I really appreciate it. The support's been fucking amazing lately. And, you know, like always, I don't know how to end this video. So, yeah, part 2 will be coming soon. And the cooking series, Cooking with Mar, will go fucking crazy.
I feel lost.
Lost? What do you mean?
Something's happening. I'm not the Jedi I should be. I want more. And I know I shouldn't.
You expect too much of yourself.
I found a way to save you.
Save me.
I won't lose you, Padme.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. Obi-Wan was right. You've changed. I don't know you anymore. And again, you're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow.
Because of Obi-Wan.
Because of what you've done. What you plan to do. Stop. Stop now. Come back. I love you.